Keith, I know the round started with a bogey, but the the rest of that front nine was pretty impressive. Just your overall impressions of the round.
Well, 10 and 7 are definitely the hardest holes in the golf course. So unfortunately, they played the hardest for me as well. Every other hole, I felt like I played great, had a chance for birdie, and really took advantage of the calm winds today compared to yesterday.
Did you feel like you drove the ball a little bit better today than you did yesterday? That maybe gave you a few more opportunities?
Absolutely, and I think a lot of that's just due with the wind. Just you're able to kind of pick your line and trust it a little bit more than trying to hope that the wind was going to take it back. And then if you miss these fairways, it can get really tough. So playing from the fairway here with some soft greens and not much wind, you can really take advantage of it.
Good.
You can get on a roll. 7 birdies in a row, I guess, at 3M. 6 today. Is there any thinking going on then, or is it just hit and roll?
Trying to get to 8. No, I felt like I hit a good drive on 18, and just to try to make 7 in a row again would have been pretty neat, but I had a 5-iron from about 220, so that was a pretty difficult shot, and hit it to the front of green 2-putted, and was happy to make par on 18. But honestly, when you get on those rolls, it's just, the putts are falling, you're hitting them close, and then you just try to just keep the pedal down. And, it's a little easier when you feel confident in every part of your game. And today was another kind of time where I felt great.
Is the timing at today's 6 in a row a little better than the 3M in that?
They're always good timing. It doesn't matter when they
This
happen.
is more like, okay, now you're...
Well, I mean, this week I have to finish, I think, somewhere in the top 10, maybe even top 5. And to be able to do it here is great. But if it wasn't for those at 3M, I probably had to finish even better. So, we're never going to discredit a birdie, and this week I'm going to need a lot more just to keep going to next week.
Knowing what you have to do to move on, does that free you up a little bit to play a little more aggressively?
It's definitely needed. You can't just sit back and try to make the cut and then have a good weekend. You have to be in the top 10. And so if that's the case, I'm looking at my yardage book, and if I have a good number, I'm going at it. And I'm able to do that just because the softer greens and there wasn't that much wind today. With the weather looking like this weekend, who knows what we're going to have to do this weekend, because players might fall back and might play harder like it did yesterday morning. So just kind of assess the situation and do the best you can.
Were the numbers pretty much the same on that stretch? Do you have pretty much the yardage that you like on all those?
It's a good question. I hit a couple shots. For example, number 17, I was kind of in between clubs and came up just a little short and was on the fringe, but hit a great putt to go in. And then number 16, I had a terrible lie in the rough, was just honestly trying to hit it at the flag or just past it and have a 2-putt there. And the ball just came out absolutely perfectly like I thought, ran up the slope and went to 6 or 7 feet. That was, that I don't want to say that was lucky, that was unexpected. I was trying to hit it, 15, 20 feet, and it came out right like I wanted to, and it went close. So today was definitely a little different, but it's still, when you get on the roll, you get on a roll.
Good.
Perfect.
Thanks, Keith.
Yep.